Hello there. Well, here we are with this has been months on the making, and finally I'm like, you know what? I gotta do it. I'm warming up the ware here, but look at this. This is Baisha, Fu Zhuan, Fushi, and Fu Bao, right? They come, I think, well, they come from Oriental Leaf. That's where you buy them. The link is in the description. And this is the Fu Bao brick. It's 190 grams. I think it's like 45 bucks. Look at this beauty. They come from the same producer, On Taoism, that makes all the other Fu Zhuan that we've been reviewing. Look at this beautiful thing. So it comes like this here, beautiful like box, and then you open right here, and look at that, very nice like box with this treasure inside. And this is the cake, right? So you can see their QR codes and everything's sealed and nice. So if you were gonna like send this to someone or like put it on a airplane, like my sister when she comes from Chile to visit, I'm going to give her um, one of these in October. In that way, when because the Chilean customs are super strict, and so that way she's not going to be stopped, or they're not going to spray the thing and throw it away thinking that it's something nice. See if I can pull this out. That's a nice classic craft paper-ish. Look at that. Okay, that's right there. But you know what? I'm gonna have to go get a plate because I don't really have a or a paper. Just gonna go, just like if it was weed. Let's grab an A4 paper from back here in my printer, and yeah. So mine, this is whitey, right? So I want to show you this piece. You see that? Besides focusing on my nails, you see that? That is the thingy. That's what we're looking for. Let's measure up some 120 ml. We'll just put 6 grams. You don't really smell something particular. Kind of like, I don't know if my hands are already smelling like metal, but 6.4. It was at 6, so it's just 6. This is just 6 and 120. They usually have their very well thought through. I mean, sometimes I think that people do that kind of randomly. They have their own recommendations. Oh, that's interesting. On how to brew it. And sometimes I think that people do that kind of randomly. I have an idea. Now that I'm doing this, I'm going to put another 6. And so they just put whatever for people to have something. But these guys at Oriental Leaf obviously think about it. Weird, smells like milk chocolate. So I'm gonna actually put a little bit of this. My wife's gonna wanna try it, and so it's gonna be like, oh, with my piece. Just with that voice, yeah. So I'm just gonna like go at it, dig out a little bit more. Probably enough. And I'm gonna bring the camera here so you can see this. Look at that. It's actually a good picture. Right? So you have a really good, sorry about that. You have a really good Fu Zhuan there. And I'll put this away later. Let's put some water. That was almost boiled right now, so it's all good. All of their fusions are being excellent. I really don't have anything to complain from them. And so I had their website here, and it's not loading. Whatever. So I think it's footing the area where this was harvested from, the materials, and it's made there. I think that the guy from On Taoism or Gal or whoever they are, it is from that area, and they made a bunch of all the other fusions that I like the most. So I would say all of their On Taoism, all of their um, Fushuan that comes from this provider at Oriental Leaf. So Oriental Leaf being the online store, but the provider being On Taoism. They're excellent. So now we're gonna know what's up. Heat it with hot water. And because it's Fushuan, I don't want to be throwing away. I don't want to be throwing away anything, right? So it's not gonna be a rinse and dump because I want that golden mold. They had some aromas that I want to look at here, and honestly, that's kind of like the problem that I'm seeing. So we'll just Okay, all right, I'm back. Had a little technical issue here. We're still having it. It's an old iPhone that I'm using, kind of like an iPad. And I was looking at the profile that they are talking about here. Well, the On Taoism producer is in Xinjiang province, no, Shanxi province, Xinjiang area. I don't know, like how they basically divide their land there in China. But it's basically gonna be probably like a white tea profile. I can smell that when I am drinking. I mean, when I'm smelling the wet leaves now, very very like xiaomei, kind of like leafy and sweet. Makes my mouth water for some reason. Yes, I'm hungry. It has a sweet aroma to it. Yeah, it is sweet. Almost like if you had some sweetener, but it's just that withered white tea sweetness. You know that stress hormone that we're gonna count this as one that tea leaves release when they are drying up. I don't remember what kind of thing is, but mm, super super sweet. It reminds me a little bit when I've made tea with lemon zest, but I am not 100% like saying that it's citrusy. Just kind of had that. It's that really nice flavor to it. There is none of that astringent Fu Zhuan, like really herbal anything. And if I was gonna go to floral, maybe a little bit of mantos or honeysuckle. Um, there's no nutty anything in it. I mean, unless it was like one of those, what is it called, like honey roasted peanut butter, but not really. Not really. It just reminds me of it. Very clear, nice gold color is clear, and there is some floating, normal floating stuff there, but it's not murky at all. It's really nice. Um, it's herbs. I don't see any herbs, vegetables. Mm, not really. Not really. So it'd be probably like in stone and fruit, right? Like muscatel, apple, kind of a thing. But it's a very particular white tea flavor. I mean, like sometimes we try to like make up other flavors to describe a flavor that is very staple, like white tea. And it definitely doesn't have a peony type profile, right? But it has that shomei, like high quality shomei, and that backbone hint of Fushuan, but it doesn't show at all. I mean, so if I drink any of this like younger Fushuan, it's like whoa, medicine. And in itself, it's pleasurable, when you want to drink that, but that is not there. So if you were gonna like gift Fushuan to someone, see if like those golden flowers help them in their digestive, problems or whatever. Um, yeah, it's kind of rocky. It's kind of like the smell of a rock on the taste, but no tropical fruits. Um, melon maybe in the aftertaste. I can feel like immediately the caffeine in it. Yeah, I mean it's a really good Xiaomi, and it has the Fu Zhuan in it. There is some hint of fermentation or or aging in it, that you would not usually find in a white tea. And I think it has to do with the fact that it's pressed on a brick in certain conditions to like get this mold to grow. But it's fantastic. I mean, as a gift for my sister, I'm gonna order one. Hopefully, they still have some. She's gonna treasure this like it's you know made of gold. It has golden flowers. Very easy to drink. Um, I don't know how many. Probably one. Very easy to drink. Very food-like. Yeah, I would say that there is a little bit of a melon to me at the very end. There is no hot, cool, sweet, like anything. I mean, the rinse was sweet, for sure. Like maybe, yeah, maybe a thing of just the rinse. The second, I mean, the first actually steeped,